Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays the Binding of Isaac AFTERBIRTH Plus. 21 wins in a row. Last one, forget about the last one. Let's talk about this one. 1 HP, H63H. My favorite YouTube channel, youtube.com/H63H. You know, with Edward and Heather. You don't know them? They have that theme song. It goes, booty booty boop beep boop. Say, hey, Edward, keep it up. You get the joke. Anyway, hot bombs, check it and see. I'd feel more confident if I had more HP. Come on, baby. Can you be a health up? Gotta be careful, because anything that creates bombs, real dangerous, like. Ruka, don't freak out, okay? I welcome this, okay? I welcome a run like this. Mostly, you might be saying you're getting screwed on these items, these pills, etc., etc. Not true. We got bombs. That's the most important thing. Getting bombs from hot bombs gives us access to tinted rocks, gives us chances to win. I will say, it's a real bummer. I don't know why this happened at some point. Every shop just has a reroll machine in it. I'm not complaining. Most of the time, it's extremely good. I just don't know. I didn't get the memo, I suppose, that they were working on doing something related to that. And on early shops, it would be better for me if I had bombs but no money to get a donation machine so I could get money. Now, this is extremely great. We should be, if not fine, at least a lot better. I'm going to put a bomb here. And the idea behind that was there was a rock with a bomb inside of it as well that maybe could have hit even more rocks and found black market, crawl space, etc., 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 but no complaints. Now, without being... We have an interesting conundrum. Would it be smart to go buy the Spirit Heart? I had no choice. I never had a choice. Would it be smart to go get another Spirit Heart, or are we kind of good where we stand? My opinion, and dude, the secret rooms are in such strange locations, it feels like. Second secret room right here. We'll talk about it after we see what's going on in this room. Sorry, I'm afraid I can't take advantage of that. I guess we'll know more after we handle this this fight as well. Beauty. Gotta love it. I think I'm not going to... Oh, so good. I'm not gonna purchase the Spirit Heart. I know, it was Ross and Rachel, will they or won't they? Ted Mosby and Robin Scherbatsky, I remember. All these will these or won't these. Northernlion and the Spirit Heart on episode 22 of what I hope is still called The Streak at the end of this video. I've decided against it, and America held its breath. Spelunker hat. Mostly... easy secret room access. I'm gonna be honest with you. Here's how broken my brain is when it comes to Isaac. I prefer Spelunker hat to the dog tooth, even though the dog tooth does essentially the same thing but also gives you damage. The reason I prefer Spelunker hat is because it puts a marker on your map instead of just going awoo. Sadly, for whatever reason, for me, that makes all the difference. Not touching the pill yet. Just hanging tight. We can't afford to get hit. Because if we get hit, we'll be at 1.5 HP. We trade 1 HP away on our deal with the devil. Hopefully. And then we have half an HP left and we're in the danger zone. 1 hit kills us. So with 1 Spirit Heart, I feel relatively confident. Help me. Come on, dude. There we go. That's going to be more than 1 Spirit Heart, so I'm thankful for that. And I will always love you. I think we're content. I don't think we want to mess with this any more than we already have. Okay, so now America, exhale with me. Whew. All of our problems are solved forever. I do want to go to the shop. Everything's better, and it's nice to actually have the luxury to take damage. That's the only reason I did it. It wasn't because I made a mistake or anything like that. It's just because, like, I knew that I could take damage, so why not do it? Now let's just take some shots of these. We do have boss trap room access now. This is actually, it's not stronger than we ever were on our last run, but it's stronger than we were for like 5 floors. Maybe even like 8 floors. Until we got down to like the cathedral after we got Incubus. Now, out of these, Black Candle, still very good. Lockdown is annoying, but not that bad. I'm actually really happy to be fighting Greed, because I just spent all my money. And I could use either purchasing power or legitimate capital. And there you go. That's purchasing power, in case you were curious. Purchasing power. That's how I say it, apparently. By the way, very unusual, but not bad to get Greed on the 2nd floor. Now, I know we got it through an ulterior mean than usual, but still. Very interesting. An early Steam sale like that, you know, the earlier you get Steam sale, the more it pays dividends. So, out of everything on the run right now, we got 2 things that I would consider, well, 3 things that I would consider areas for improvement. Don't take this as me complaining. Rather, this is me analyzing the current state of the run. I'm going to hydrate first as well here. Keep that throat strong. Don't take that out of context. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, we got 3 areas for concern. I bet you can name all of them. I bet you can definitely name 2 of them. Spacebar item is trash. So trash, I have never really used it almost ever, nor have I ever really missed it, you know? Another one, Spirit Hearts are great, but I could definitely use more Red Hearts. And it's not quite good enough. The other one might take you by surprise. I think those were the 2 obvious ones. The other one would be Rate of Fire. 9 Rate of Fire is good, but it's not really... I would describe it as probably roughly average for our point in the game right now. Damage, probably a little bit above average, which rate, like, after the last few runs, it feels like I'm a heavyweight fighter. I'm hitting people with the knockouts. That's how, you know, jabs and crosses and uppercuts and etceteras, etceteras. I'm a big fan of boxing because I'm a very masculine man. I'm a tough guy, and nothing I like more. Me and my bros get together, pay $60 for half an hour of boxing entertainment on television. I just really like watching one dude get hit in the face 55% of the time, another dude getting hit in the face 45% of the time, and then definitely never at any point does my train of thought start to linger on, like, I wonder if getting hit in the head all the time has negative cognitive impacts on them that they take home to their family life and, you know, lead to a whole lot of problems down the road. Instead, I just go, whoa! I don't have a problem with boxing. I mean, I consider violent sports almost the same way I consider, like, eating meat. Where I'm like, yeah, it's, like, probably a net negative. Like, environmentally, and, like, you know, for them, even though at the highest levels, obviously, you're getting paid a bunch of money, but I don't really care that much, and, like, if it's on, I'll have some. I guess you could, I might be being a little ignorant here. You could probably box relatively safely. Might be able to engage in mixed martial arts relatively safely. I really do not know. But there's something, it's just too primal for me, I think, is the thing. I've told the story before, but I think it might have been Brock Lesnar's first UFC fight, like 2010. We went to a bar, and it happened to be on, and we're like, yeah, we'll watch. I've never really watched, I mean, I watched, like, the first few UFCs with my grandpa, when my parents didn't know about it, and, every single one of those was like a who would win, kind of like Super Smash Bros. It's like we put a kickboxer up against a sumo wrestler, and then we put a, you know, Hell's Angels biker up against like a Japanese judo expert or something like that. They were all insane, you know, before they had weight classes and sponsors. But then, you know, I hadn't watched it in a while. And then I watched Brock Lesnar pin a dude, and he put his forearm on his throat and just leaned all 350 pounds of himself into the guy, and the dude, it was like a minute to go in the round, and like 40 seconds he was turning blue and his arms were like flailing around, but he's like, I'm not tapping. It was a wild one, you know? That kind of gave me, I wouldn't say a distaste, you know, if you're into it, that's fine, doesn't bother me. I don't want to, I'm not campaigning for it to be banned, I'm just saying. And then I became a huge mixed martial arts fan when George St. Pierre starred in Captain America, the Winter Soldier. That really turned it around for me. Eden's Blessing. Happy to have it. Fire rate increased by 2, that's really good. Item for next run, aka the streak continues. You know, you haven't seen the Winter Soldier. Oh, it's really good. Like in the opening scene, it's a lot like Metal Gear Solid 2. You know, they're on like the oil tanker. Captain America meets renowned arms dealer played by MMA fighter Georges St. Pierre, and he says "Chechi Nepalin pipe," and it's so dramatic. Captain America responds in French. He says "Voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir?" And you're like, oh my god, these guys are so worldly. Alright, you guys. I got hit against the hollow. I would really like it if you would not hold that against me. I'm already embarrassed enough. If you could just cool it and, like, maybe, like, don't tell Harry. Beautiful. Well, we'll be leaving. But we're on pace. And our damage is coming up. I'm actually happy, I guess, or content that we didn't get a deal with the devil there. It raises our odds on this floor, and we didn't have red hearts anyway, so... Truth be told, I would rather, you know, take it easy on the deals with the devil. I'd rather get less now, more later, if possible. You know, either when we have more spirit hearts, hopefully, or when we have some red hearts that we're willing to trade. Preferably at this point for either incredible offense or a little bit of extra defense. Well, it was worth it, as long as you don't value your time or risk at much of a premium. Yeah, like, our damage is good. I'll say it, even though it's a 4-letter word. Our damage is good, our DPS is good, but we're waiting for the Wombus Combus. Bomb bag for a bomb is probably just about the best 1-for-1 trade you could ever imagine. It's just gonna leave us bombless for a little while, and then it's gonna give us some bombs. Or as the 2003 founded Brooklyn-based band Clap Your Hands Say Yeah would say on their first album, give me some bombs, give me some bombs, give me some bombs, give me... Okay, you get that? Yeah, okay, we get it, NL, you read Pitchfork Media between the years of 2004 and 2011. What happened after that? Full time on YouTube. Ain't got time for new music. You're talking to an egg, not a melon. Good. This is secret room. Right. We have we have knowledge that it's the secret room, so you don't really need me to tell you that's the secret room. We can see it for ourselves. Another spirit heart. I got a sneaking suspicion this is magic mush waiting to happen. Must have been the one on the left. That's my bad. And the jar, dude, it's getting full. If only when it filled up or at any point in its lifespan it did anything of value for us currently, or almost ever. But like, here's the thing, maybe one day the jar is gonna do something incredible for us, so I don't want to besmirch its good name, you know. The thing is, we're in this for the long haul on the streak, so I don't want to be making enemies in episode 22 that could come back and really help us in episode 50. It's called character building. Look it up, sweetheart. Restock. Gotta love it. Hive mind. Don't gotta love it, but you gotta like it. Eternal heart, please. Or, okay, we'll try. 2 with the same pill. Yo! Highly rude. Getting real tiny as well. We still have an item room. I would like to go to the item room before the shop, or before the boss fight. Just in case. I mean, first off, the item room could be good. Ha 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 ha. Acting like it's not just going to be a spacebar item I talk over when I walk into the room. But even if it's not good, in some way it could manifest HP. We could make the HP work for us on a deal with the devil. I'd much rather give up 1 red heart than 3 spirit hearts if the deal is middling. If the deal's great, I don't really mind. I'll give you 2 ways out of this run right now. Well, I mean, we don't need a way out of the run. That's a different game. Hey, mister. Don't do that. One would be 3 spirit hearts for an item with respawn. The other one would be... Well, I mean, this is amazing, but... the other one would be getting HP in that room specifically. So, maybe HP from the boss, followed by not an amazing deal with the devil, but an item that's good nonetheless. Don't hate me because I'm right. This is the right thing to do. Even though it pains me a little bit. There you go. Now we can probably justify being a little aggro on the deal with the devil. I hate to be a stick in the mud. Meanwhile, inside, my internal stick in the mud meter is like, oh, give me more. Now, that's probably going to get us demonetized, but some things are worth it, dude. It is sort of HP. That's not Krampus either. We got to take a little Brim as far as I'm concerned. Get out of here. Book of the Dead is also good, but it's... I want the damage. At this point, Book of the Dead is not even good. It's great. And now I feel like I probably should have taken that, but... I love Little Brim, and you know what? The thing is, Little Brim, it's got seniority, okay? If you've been at a company, sure, you know, when you're young especially, everything should be a meritocracy. I'm faster than them, I should get the reward. I'm smarter than them, I should get the reward. But when you get old and slow and dumb, seniority matters a lot more, and I'm starting to pivot to that. You know, you pass it down the chain. You're coming up with the, you know, the work schedule for the next week, and everybody wants hours. You know, you gotta look at the person who's been there since 2007 and go, you know, okay, you get first crack. Do you want to work Thursday 6 to 7? That's 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. shift? No? Okay, well, we don't go to the guy who started last week, you know? It's, you gotta work your way up. I mean, those olds aren't gonna Navy themselves. It's a tough run to talk about. Just because I get so emotional. It's actually like... my eyes went wide right there. I was so mad at myself. Because the run is... actually very good. It just needs HP. We did trade away 3 Spirit Hearts for Little Brim, and I would do it again, for now. Might change my tune in a little bit, but we'll see. Like, we should win, but we're missing, like, we got a soup, but we got no salt. You can't make a saltless soup. I don't think we can take it. And that's how you know I'm getting nervous. Most of the time, I kind of like Bomber Boy. I don't think it's incredible. If you have explosion immunity, it's actually like a 9 out of 10. It's maybe as good as Sad Bombs in most circumstances. If you have explosion immunity. If you don't, it's a kiss of death. That's, I mean, a trinket we would love to take. Unfortunately, your boy is a moron, and he didn't take Mom's Purse when given the choice, because he looked at it and he said, Mom's Purse? Ugh, that's not tears damage or HP. What would I want with that? That's where you come in and you say, NL, that's not what you sound like. That's where you nice folks out there go, NL, that's not what you sound like. Any minute now, the comments are gonna roll in. They're like, nah, that's pretty much what you sound like. Nah, it's not really like your voice, but the way you complain, that's pretty much it. Okay, so we have speed and range upgrade. Again, it's like death by 1,000 cuts right now. We know what's happening. We're being killed with kindness. Trying to find the right expression. We're getting great items, but not the items we need. And even, you know, speed plus range, not really that great, but I'll go up to 1.9 speed. I'm accustomed to this kind of high-speed lifestyle. I can live with it. Ooh, we almost got hit by the tractor beam shot there. Okay, so I really, really think I'm going to try it, and I'm very happy to have seen it. But we need Spirit Hearts, and I'm going to go for these, and then immediately Joker. And I'm not mad. Either of these items is the right call for us right now. And if it's a free lump of coal, great. If it's a free Krampus's head, totally fine. Not as good, but totally fine. And then what do we have? What was our card? Yara. Yeah, that's a card. Dude, I think we Yara these. And that's not really a high value use of Yara, but it's what I'm going to do. Let me out of the room, please. Thank you very much. Forget Boss Rush. This was a big improvement. And you know what? It's enough of a big improvement that I'm going to go back and I'm going to say, hey, Bomber Boy, I'm sorry about those things I said earlier. So I was in a weird place, you know. Especially with hot bombs, it's a lot of damage if we can place them in the right way. This one's a little sneaky, but you know, you gotta wake up pretty early in the morning to trick me on an Isaac run in this day and age. This run started, and it was like, hey, remember the last run where things were a little spotty? Well, this is way better than that, and it is, but they just, little by little, they start chipping away. They go, hey, where there might have been HP on the last run, here's a range upgrade, and where there might have been, you know, damage upgrade, well, here's the damage upgrade. I mean, it hasn't really been that unkind. We still got a 5 rate of fire. 6.31 damage is adequate, I would say, for where we are. Hey, how would Al Pacino from Dog Day Afternoon describe this run? Adequate! He says Attica in the movie. You might not have seen it. It came out in like 1984, so it's like a George Orwell movie. It's a little older. It is crazy, dude, that, like, we are closer to the release of the novel 1984 than 2001 A Space Odyssey was when it originally came out in the 60s. I don't know. A couple of wires got crossed, neurologically speaking there. I know 1984 wasn't written in 1984. That was the joke. But then I tried to add more layers to the joke, and it got too layered. It fell apart. Tried to make a ice cream cake, turn it into an accidental trifle. Whew. No, knockback. 15 cents is beautiful. Here's the thing. We got bombs now, and we got bomb bag. Start working them. Like Bomber Boy bomb bag. It's got the potential to be pretty remarkable, I think. And I don't use that word lightly because it makes you sound like a friggin' nerd to say remarkable, like you're Professor Oak or something. But I mean, it, you know, in the truest sense of the word, I think it would be something to remark upon. But what isn't in these videos, right? Like, here's the thing. The fact that it makes fire means any enemy standing in it, that it survives the initial blast, is gonna be pretty disappointed with the way things look afterwards. I took Leo. I want you to know why I took Leo, okay? It's not a good item, necessarily.
Judgment.
Sorry, buddy. You get 1 cent. But I took it because it doesn't give us a speed downgrade. That's what passes for, you know, acceptable in the modern era. It's an item, some interesting potential uses, fraught with peril if we use it incorrectly. But on the bright side, at least unlike every other item in the game, it doesn't compromise our speed for whatever reason. There was definitely a double tinted rock I did not even notice in there. This is beautiful. We don't even need to place the bombs, that's right. Just a couple of luck upgrades would sate me as well. Just a couple of luck upgrades would sate me as well. Ooh, you are actually borderline interesting. Champion belt, really good. 9 volt, totally fine. Follow it up with a Hierophant card, great to hold on to. Fanny pack, not immediately useful, but I'll hold it for you. Now, straight up, I'm going Jar of Flies. If I get the cash, I'm going Jar of Flies. Let me out. No. Don't be a fool. Why Jar of Flies? We have Hive Mind, and I think it's just like literally more useful. Go ahead and hit me. I want Fanny Pack to pay out. Do it one more time.
The Hierophant.
Okay, now I'm an idiot, but in advance of that, I was doing a very advanced level technique. You might not have been able to follow it. It's not for Isaac noobs, it's for senseis like myself only. Okay. I just want 1 penny. It's like I didn't realize it was so... I mean, if it's like a big deal, I don't have to have a penny. I mean, I could just blow this guy up and... It's alright. You know, you saw through my ruse. All I would like to receive is a single... It's a coin that the 1 cent denomination. It's a copper and iron alloy that costs more to produce than it's worth once it enters circulation. You've broken my heart. Now I gotta blow up my donation machine. And get like 30 cents. I mean, it's really good. Don't get me wrong. Okay. Jar of flies. Ooh, Mama Mega, here we go again. That is, and forget this item forever. It sucks and it hates you. It doesn't want you to succeed. Jar of flies is excellent, though. So we should have boss rush access now. Where the heck did you come from? We do indeed have boss rush access. Do we want to do boss rush? Now, this is like one of the quickest turnarounds I've seen in a long time. I think we may if the item is great. We got the HP. We got the invincibility. Whoa. To be honest, I don't think it's worth it. Spider Bite comes close, but is not good enough in my opinion. We'll be moving on. And it looks like the streak is safe. And to be honest with you, it was a little bit spotty to get there, so... Feeling very accomplished. We navigated slightly treacherous waters. Came out on the other side feeling pretty good. Well, we're not done yet. But actually, it's weird because like I've gone through many phases of being like, this is way better than last run. This is worse than last run. Now it's way better. You know, very, very unlikely we lose on this one. On the last one, there were some touch and go moments, especially when we got closer to the end. Really, getting the soul saved us a lot there. On this run, you know, as long as we keep our HP relatively high, we should be good. Dare I say it, there might be a practical use case to fighting the Hush beyond just, you know, sating the hungry masses out there in the YouTube comment section. If we need HP, and this is normally like backwards to how it works, but if we need HP, we can go fight the Hush. That was so bad. In order to, if we have the cash, in order to buy infinite Spirit Hearts, if there's Spirit Hearts on the shop to begin with. If there's 1 Spirit Heart, there could be 11, you know? Now, are we gonna make it in time? No. Are we gonna need Spirit Hearts? Maybe. So it's kind of a little bit of, it's more of an academic discussion, I suppose, but... Explosive diarrhea. Here we go again. My. Intestinal distress. Sorry, we were doing a duet there. You weren't invited. Triacted work. And by that I meant flies. Okay. Range up, irrelevant. You know, I don't think we take it. I think we're happier to have the Spirit Hearts. Are you proud of me? Amnesia. I'm ignoring damage. I'm saying I have enough damage. I'm not going to put the life on the line anymore. Not in every situation, at least. And it feels like the right call. It really does. Is this how people have gotten 500 streaks? It turns out it's actually very easy. All you have to do is make the right decision 7 out of 10 times. I didn't realize that's all it took. I thought it was going to be like a challenge. Instead, it turns out it's like... It's basically automatic. All you need is raw skill, an irresistible masculine charm and charisma, 28-inch python biceps, and a dome worthy of Patrick Stewart. I'm with you, by the way. I have no idea how we didn't get teleported there after getting caught. Maybe it was a demon heart and it killed the enemies as soon as we Well, I mean, I know it was a demon heart because we picked it up on the deal with the devil, but teleported, or it killed the enemy as soon as we got touched. No time for the animation. We might as well. You know, resist the urge to have an academic discussion on whether or not it's worth picking up 99 keys for one bomb when we're already at the, you know, unlikely to make use of 99 keys, but still. Is one bomb worth more than 99 keys in this situation when our bombs are so good and our keys are unlikely to be relevant? No, absolutely not. Like, what, are you even paying attention? 99 is a substantially bigger number than 1. They would have to be 99 times more useful. That's insane. You gotta use your noggin for a minute. Now, no use of a blood bank, but, you know, there's other things on arcades that could provide us with some value. Yeah, like, these pieces of garbage. Luck upgrades, please. I'm not mad. Ish. Oh, dude, pop up. I saw your life flash before my eyes. That's how sunk you were. No, I keep... My incredible speed makes it so hard to maneuver. Sometimes. So those were real question marks. Quick, 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 quick. I'm like losing my noggin here. Does it always make the vocal samples, or does it only make the vocal samples sometimes? Because I admit I probably talk over it a lot, but I feel like it's unreliable whether or not it does. Like the narrator in a Mark Z. Danielewski book. Well, we're coming close to like a Hush Goddard-Dameron here. I think we're gonna pop our flies. We could have done it on this room, but then we would have generated a lot of flies, but we would have also used flies to kill little poops, which is like a terrible value. So we'll just, you know, tough this one out with our relatively strong tiers, and then we'll pop 20 flies straight into Mom's heart. Yeah, that seemed a little smarter to me. Beat the odds, got a deal. The deal is terrible. I will not be fighting Hush. Our demon hearts are in an acceptable position. I'm gonna drop those just because I'm mad, and we'll be moving on. Just taking a little stretch. We've been rushing for a while. There we go. Oh, feels good. Another long recording day, dude. It's the downside to taking a day off is the other days you work a little bit harder. But, you know, it's definitely just mentally having, like, one day where I'm not worried about, like, recording 4 videos before I can do anything socially. Mentally, I feel 10 times cleaner than I did, like, you know, even 2 months ago. Maybe that's... I mean, I don't want to say that maybe that's why the streak's going, but, you know, maybe I feel a little bit less pressure. It allows me to be more relaxed. When I'm more relaxed, do you make better decisions? I think so, you know. People probably tend to make worse decisions under fire, I imagine. So some people are like, nah. You know, I'm a clutch performer. I make better decisions under fire. Do you? Or does everybody else just make much worse decisions, and then you just make decisions that are worse than the norm, but still better than your colleagues, and as a result you get a reputation for, you know, grace under fire. That's what it'll keep you buzzing all day up in the old thought canals. Not using the flies yet. They haven't earned it. All I want to see are luck upgrades, please. You've broken my heart. I was gonna say for the last time, but probably not, if we're being honest. You know what? We should be using more bombs. As long as we... It would be nicer if we could fly, but with the amount of speed that we have, we could definitely just... drop a bomb, run away. Especially now that we have an unlimited supply. And the beauty is when a bomb kills an enemy, we get a fly. When a fly kills an enemy, we don't get a bomb. So riddle me this. I don't understand how this is fair, but, you know, that's modern day economics for you. Hey. Okay, I'm feeling confident. I mean, obviously confident, but I'm feeling confident. We might have forgotten. Wait a minute, I might have forgotten as well. Is this the run where we got Eden's Blessing, or the run where we benefited from Eden's Blessing? I can't tell. We got too many items. It's a good problem to have. I accidentally walked into an exploding rock. Happens to the best of us. And I would know because, have you seen my streak? I'll have you know it's in the low double digits. Okay, I'm gonna guess that he's gonna spawn right here. I wouldn't recommend placing a bomb before you realize the vector you have to dodge on. That being said, I'm gonna do exactly the same thing again. Oh, buddy, you're in trouble. Ooh. I got an answer about my house. You got any words that you like that only use T and X? Because I could spell them. Xtina? I'm sorry, I don't think I could spell that. I mean, they do exclusively use interconnected lines, but I don't know if I'm afraid that's impossible. I could probably spell Texas if you rotate your monitor. Pencil's great. Bob's Curse is at least Poison Bombing is better. You know, Jar of Flies is still what we're gonna stick with, but would definitely say is not a 10 out of 10 selection of items. Oh, that's so bad. We should be 100% set. And you know what? I'll also say I didn't expect it to cause a problem, but the tick has been totally fine for us. I don't know if it's ever saved us on a boss fight that looked like it might go wrong. But it definitely, like, there were times there would be better trinkets to take. Like, well, fish head maybe not that useful, but fish tail would be amazing. There was one more trinket we weren't able to take, I recall, but the thing is, the tick, it gets a bad rap. The problem is, so much of the fun in Isaac is tied up in you having agency over what happens, that to get a trinket, even a good one, that's like, you can't take any more trinkets, you know, it feels like something terrible has been forced upon you. In actuality, it's like, bosses have 15% less HP. Maybe you get a little heal out of it as well. Who knows, right? Hey. I'm learning as well, you know. I don't take anything for granted on these runs anymore. Hello, my son. Who's that boy? Ruka, 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 ruka. You guys remember that song? Again, apologies to those of you trying to sleep, but it's 8:44 p.m. over here. I'm not in that nocturnal mood yet. Oh, we might be at transformation. Not quite. Ruka, you like my song parodies, right? I bless the mane of my Ruka cat. Gonna take some pets to do the things in there. Okay, he's climbing into my lap, which I think means he loves it. Yes, hello. Ruka. I find it funny, you know, if you go, it's true, I find it kind of funny and I kind of find it kind of sad. If you go back a few episodes, when, you know, maybe my streak was a little lower, I ask Ruka if he wants to come in, tells me to F myself. Now, streak's going well. All of a sudden, He wants to be around. You know, success breeds situations like this. Is Ruka my real cat, or is he just getting close to me because he knows I'm getting into a position where maybe I could buy him some more loops? Of course I'll buy him some more loops. He's my son. Also, he wants to leave now. Hello, Ruka, you may leave. Taking way too much damage over the past few rooms, but we're getting so close to the end that it's highly unlikely. There we go. I think with permanent Polaroid invincibility, we can't lose. I think there's a 90% chance we win. Okay, don't forget to drop bombs. If you get invincibility, you drop a bomb in there. You get invincibility again, you drop 2 bombs in there. You got it. A couple more tears, he's dead. No void plays. Thanks for watching. 22 wins in a row. Hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. It's a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching. I will see you next time with Win 23.